Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone around the world. This is Wraithkind back again with another D&D Forgotten Realms episode with the Protectors. And when we last left off, you all had encountered the King in the Wood. Does anybody want to actually do the recap for last session?
Entourage, I guess, say, of this King of the Wood, an archdruid at one time who is now legend and maybe not even really mortal anymore. But he showed up and sort of welcomed us and seemed to know Veril, and apparently it turns out that this was possibly the druid who, back when, in the early days when Veril was a young woman, was her advisor, or has through the years given her advice. And from him, and he sort of offered to help us with her and told us what was wrong with her. And after sort of feeling him out, it seemed that everything he said was true. From him, we also heard that Veril apparently killed a god, which may be why there are some gods conspiring to kill her back and do some other things. But apparently she did it by killing all of the gods' followers. The easier or more difficult, the easier but less reliable way to kill a god, as opposed to using a weapon that can do it. And I think Lycum had a private conversation with this druid about druidic circles and sort of the nature of that a little bit, and I think got an item that allowed him to reach out to him. But not that he would always be able to respond, because he was a busy man. And then Banner sort of lost it, too, because he was acting really funny after Velis had taken his eye patch with the jewel in it. People confronted him, and I think Dawn and Beetle swiped it, and Banner went nuts and tried to attack them, and a little bit, and just sort of something was off, and Dawn shouted out Talia's name to him, and all of a sudden he just seemed to come to his senses and smashed the jewel. And I think that's and then the King of the Wood offered to take us to the Yuirwood, and that's pretty much sums it up. I mean, there's that's the story elements anyway.
You step into this clearing, you see this crash site, this massive lizard-like skeleton with a smaller one at its side. And as you do so, you also see around the clearing a few points of blue flame. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary by now. At the end of the long scar in the earth where this great lizard-like creature has crashed, as if his neck is stretched forward towards, as if trying to reach the portal itself, which is just standing at its head on a couple of gray slabs of stone.
Can Beetle do an Arcana check to see if she can tell from the skeleton what color dragons these were?
Yeah.
It'd be Arcana or nature?
It'd be a nature check, but everyone do a perception check as you step into this clearing, this crash site.
I'm gonna pull my hood up preemptively. I have a funny feeling about this place.
Well, actually, okay.
Everyone that rolled 15 or higher on their perception check also notices the presence of several large, well, they are reminiscent of large bears, but they're much larger. Their jaws seem to extrude out of their mouths, their skin pulled back, their eyes blue fire. You notice several other skeletons and bones scattered around. Beetle, Let me see what you roll here. Nature.
Somebody cast Emeraldy. Who are you casting guidance on?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
So Beetle, it's you don't have a lot of experience with dragons, obviously. I even question whether or not you would know they were dragons. However, I will give you that. You're not entirely sure. You can't necessarily tell by the skeletal structure what type of dragon this was. At least not at first. But as you kind of take a moment to look at the larger of the two, you notice that it was once, perhaps, a silver dragon.
Oh.
We're on the edge of the clearing, and the portal is ahead of us. Where are these bear creatures in relation to those 2 points?
They're not all in one group.
Okay.
You see one that's off to the left, and you see one that's off to the right. You do hear some other sounds deeper in the wood nearby that leads you to believe there may be other creatures. You don't know if they're necessarily bears like the ones, well, and again, I call them bears loosely.
Okay.
They look nothing like the bears they once were.
Okay. I turn to the group and say, we should sneak past these things. From the looks of that portal, it's going to drop us in the middle of the Feywild, and there's worse things there. The last thing we want to do is dive in after battle.
Okay. Beetle goes into sneak mode.
I'm gonna stealth as well if everyone else is sneaking.
And
Alright.
Lycan will pop out of direwolf form, cast Pass Without a Trace, and then pop back into direwolf form to stealth.
I have advantage with my hood up. People have disadvantage to see me. 26.
does Emeraldy have advantage or plus 10?
He
Plus
has disadvantage and plus 10 and plus 1d4, so he gets 18 total.
Oh, not bad.
Okay. So, slipping from shadow to shadow, using the terrain as best you can, what exactly are you trying to do?
Sneak through the portal?
All right.
Before we get
Or
there,
at least to the portal, I guess.
before we actually go through, I'm gonna pick up like a rock or something and throw it through, and just make sure that like there's nothing wrong with the portal.
All right. So right now, you guys are approximately 70 feet away from the portal.
Oh, okay. Can I try to shoot a crossbow bolt through the portal?
Well,
Sure. Make an
I'm
attack.
not trying to hit anything. Like, I'm not even a tree. I'm just trying to hit like the dirt right inside the portal so I can see what happens to the crossbow bolt.
All right. Yeah, you shoot a bolt, flies across the clearing, and it hits the portal, and you see it kind of zip on through. You don't necessarily see where it went. It just kind of quickly disappears from view.
I was
You just
specifically
ruined a Dryad's day.
I was specifically trying to hit the dirt right on the other side of the portal
Okay.
so that I could see it.
Yeah, you're able to do that.
Okay.
Should we just
So
make
I
a mad
see
dash
it and
to
it
the
looks
portal?
okay.
Well, the bolt is there. Yes.
Okay. It didn't like ignite or like turn into blue fire or
Nope.
let's
Okay.
go.
Or
Let's go.
animate into a horrible monster?
yes. All right, so I kind of nod and I keep moving, and I call Cog down to my shoulder.
However, as you fired the bolt, one of the bears on the left-hand side raised his head and kind of looks in the direction of the portal.
I cast Hex on the bear and do wisdom checks.
Are you sure?
I just did it, so I mean, are you really
Okay.
asking me if I'm sure?
All right. Everyone roll initiative.
Dang it!
No.
Hex can be felt like that?
It's
all right.
it's a threatening gesture. It's
All right.
it's an attack. Yeah.
Okay. Now I know for the future.
These
I
these
can't
these
mess with
creatures
perception
are
checks.
I
These
think you would
creatures are-
notice
yeah.
a weighing
bear.
down on your mind
bear.
that hampers your willpower.
Yeah, but it's a bear.
It's a twisted magic bear of death and destruction.
I wasn't. I
That's
was
like
as
that's
you-
like calling a tiger a cat.
Hold on just a sec.
It's nothing
Vader
but
doesn't know how his spells work. He just thought he could mess with its perception.
You
As
know
you-
less about how your
Popcorn.
spells work than Dawn does. That's saying something.
As you do that, Banner,
Mm-hmm.
You die.
you hear an adolescent voice kind of whispered on a non-existent wind. You hear it. It says, Kos ayuka us. And at the same time, a large flame erupts in front of the portal.
what color?
Blue.
What
Why
was the
can't it ever
language?
be
Did I
red fire?
recognize it?
I'm sorry?
What was the language? Did I recognize it?
No, it was an arcane language.
Magic
Oh.
incantation language.
Oh, okay. Did you guys hear? Did you hear that?
Did I hear it?
Yeah, everybody heard it.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I say to Banner.
Dawn, I thought we had an understanding.
All right.
Have we gotten all our spell book, our spell slots, and
Yep.
Yeah, we have
Long
one.
rest.
These things are slightly terrifying.
I like this map.
Oh boy.
Dawn, you see Banner drop this hex on this creature to the left. The kind of the purple aura settles on it. It turns towards Banner, roars. The trees actually tremble with the strength of the war. Blue fire flares even brighter out of its eyes. Canines, the length of your forearm is easily seen as saliva kind of streams down. What do you wish to do?
I am going to dart over in this direction, running over. Is it here? Wait, where was I? It was. I think this is the square I originally had in mind.
All right. What was the path that you used to do that?
I ran around the blue fire. I ran like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. As you get within 5 feet of the
No,
blue
I
fire.
didn't. I ran. I didn't. I ran here to here.
Okay.
And then like that.
All right.
And then I'm gonna look over at this one, and I'm gonna raise my hand and fire a lightning bolt straight through the hexed one, through this one, and into the blue fire that's next to that one.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
All right.
And you guys don't know if it's an accident or on purpose, and I'm not gonna reveal that. It depends on if this goes well or poorly for me.
Mhm.
Insight check right now.
Holy
Whoa.
crap, that was a good roll.
That's a really good roll.
All right. Roll a d20 with your charisma mod.
18.
All right. You're good. And that is Dex. All right, so one fails miserably and the other manages to dive out of the way.
I'm gonna use my bent luck on the one that succeeds and hope to get it down with a 4. That's my reaction.
Okay, it rolled. Okay, so it would fail as well.
Good. I didn't waste it. Unfortunately, I can't cast shield anymore this round.
Hmm.
But I think making one of them fail a save is worth it.
All right.
That might be my favorite ability I've ever had of a PC. I love bend luck. It's so
Pretty
great.
great.
All right, and that is 33 lightning. As it smashes into or passes through the blue flame, actually erupts, almost like it explodes, and singes everything around it, except for the bear next to it. The damage, the damage the bear looks to have taken, seems to be somewhat negated. As a result, as the wounds begin to close up.
Oh. Well, at least we found that out on turn 1.
That's true.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. I used all my movement. I used my reaction. As a bonus action, I am going to give myself 2 sorcery points with a first level spell.
All right. I gotta fix something so I can dual screen this because this is getting too crowded on my side
See
of
if a surge happened.
the thing.
No, a surge did not happen.
Whoops. All right. So, as you watch, you see several points of flame sputter out.
And all converge on Beetle.
I wish there was a way you could, like, mass do this. Unfortunately, there is not. I looked. And more points of flame erupt.
Man, I just freaking annihilated that tree behind that bear, too. I think I just exploded it with a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah, it smashed into it and it's now like smoldering. What's Cog going to do?
Cog is going to go over behind this bear and try to distract it.
Distracted from me.
Distract it so that the next person who attacks it will have advantage. He's using the help action.
Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
Dawn, the bear that you just attacked nearest you is going to bound forward and he's going to swipe at you with 2 claws and
All right.
a bite.
Sure.
A
That's
19 hits you.
Hit.
A 24
Hit.
and a 20.
Hit.
You take 7 piercing damage and 10 blue fire damage as the claw suddenly erupts with blue fire. Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos for advantage. Didn't help.
No, you unfortunately you fail, and as the claws rake across your chest, you feel the arcane energy being drained from you. The next turn, you will be unable to cast a spell of level 2 or higher.
Okay.
8 piercing damage as the claws or the bite smashes down at you. And 10 more slashing damage as the other claw slams into you, and 7 blue fire damage.
Okay, I have 3 HP.
Lycum, the other bear is going to barrel up towards you. And
Barrel.
Yeah, barrel. Like charge up towards you.
As in bear.
Make 2 claw attacks against you and a slashing attack. His claw attacks is 11 and 14.
Why couldn't
The
those
14
be
hits.
against me?
The 14 hits.
Yep, that's my
Yep.
AC. Oh wait, my AC is 14. That means it hits, right? So
Yeah, it hits. Doing 10 slashing damage and 11 blue fire damage as its claw kind of combusts in blue flame. Make a Constitution saving throw. You are able to resist, barely resist the effects of the blue fire as the claws slash across your hide. And the bite is a 20, doing 13 piercing damage.
what was that? What was that last attack? Sorry.
13 piercing damage.
What was the hit for?
20.
Okay, yeah.
Beetle, you're up.
Okay. Beetle screams out, hearing Dawn. I don't know if she can see Dawn or the thing, but she knows something really bad just happened to Dawn. So
Yeah, you've heard this kind of sickening kind of,
yeah.
and this bear just kind of.
So Beetle's going to dart forward, and then shoot at the bear.
Yeah, you definitely hit. All right, that's 12. That's 25. Nice damage.
And then she's does not know if Donna's okay or not, so she's going to keep moving forward.
All right.
That's her turn.
All right, Emeraldi. Seeing the chaos erupt around you, what are you going to do?
Emeraldy's going to take the dash action and run up here next to Dawn. Then that's my turn then.
Okay. Lycum, you're up. What do you wish to do?
He's just going to be furious and attack the unnatural bear in front of him.
Yeah, that hits. Nice. Doing 13 points of damage as you kind of clamp down on it, but you can see the telltale score of your teeth having revealed raw flesh and bone underneath.
Well, that's my turn.
All right, Banner, you're up. What do you wish to do?
So the blue fire that just appeared in front of between me and the bear, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it how high off the ground is it? Like, is it conceivable?
It's about 2 feet off the ground. You won't. You can't necessarily see the bear through it, but the bear's large enough that you can see it off to the side, if you know what I mean.
It's 2 feet off the ground, but I guess how high does it go is sort of my
It's
question.
it's a large fire. It's
Oh, okay. It's like, okay.
5 to 6 feet above its starting point.
Well, Banner's gonna move. Use his bonus action to move the hex to the bear right next to him,
Okay.
and because he doesn't want to leave 2 people alone, and he's gonna make an attack.
So this
against-
this one next to Lycum, you mean?
Yep. I'm just
All right.
moving it and hexing that one, and then I'm gonna attack it.
All right. Yeah, you definitely hit it.
And I'm re-rolling my damage die because it's a 1. So now that's a. It's actually an 11 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you slam your glaive into its side, scoring a direct hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and growl at it and use distracting strike. So Lycum has advantage next turn. So total 16 damage or 17 damage. And then Banner is going to dash.
Dash or run?
I'm sorry, run. He's gonna run around Lycum and right to there.
All right, Velas, you're up.
I'm gonna slap Lycum on the rump and cast haste, and I'm going to look at him and say, "Get in there and get him, boy!"
As you do so, roll a d20 with your charisma mods. Yeah, you're good. All right. Is that your turn?
I am going to move about 30 feet. I'm just going to move to there. I will, as a bonus action, give Emeraldi inspiration.
All right. Emeraldi, you have Bardic Inspiration. With battle raging all around you, Beetle, you being the one that's kind of has, and Velis, you both have kind of distance away from the bears. You're not in close combat. And as you're looking around, surveying the situation, both of you make perception checks. So, Beetle, you're the only one that sees this. You're glancing around, and then some movement catches your eye. Not in the woods, not along the tree line, but one of the skeletons. The dragon skeletons. The smaller one. You see the bones kind of coming together. As joints snap together. Ribs kind of unfurl and lock into place. You see a serpentine back start to tremble. And that's it. Dawn, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to take a step down next to Emeraldi, just for, I don't know,
As a
support.
free action, can I yell, "The skeleton"?
Yeah, you can yell whatever you want. You can even
yell-
scream, "Ah!" if you want
I
to.
probably-
All right,
do that
and
too.
as my action, I am going to take a greater healing potion
Okay.
Good.
for 12 hit points.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Alright. So again, you see blue flames begin to shift.
Emeraldi, you see me step over to you, pull the potion, go gulp, 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 gulp.
And it's a really good thing you moved, Dawn.
Ah!
Emeraldi kind of says out of the side of his mouth, "You're always so reckless. You got to quit charging into battle like that. Look at you, you're all scratched up."
I'm all right, but thanks for worrying.
Alright, what's Cog going to do?
I'm gonna have Cog
Oh.
fly up, like where he is, but higher, and just keep an eye on the dragons for me, and tell me if they start doing anything creepier than just reforming into themselves. Like, try to attack us.
Okay.
Or anything else coming. He's, like, basically perception checking.
Right. The blue fire next to each of the bears. So as the blue fire erupts next to each of the bears, you see each of the bears, some of their wounds close. As
Quick, hit them with
they
silver.
seem strengthened by it. Emeraldi, the bear is going to attack you with 2 claws, and its bite, a 26, a 25 for each of those claws,
Hit.
and a 17.
17 does not hit.
Alright. Make a Constitution saving throw as the claws, engulfed in blue flame, rakes across you.
That's,
You
23.
are able to resist the effects, but you still take 11 slashing damage and 8 blue fire damage, and then 8 slashing damage and 7 blue fire damage, for a total of 34 damage.
Ouch. Can I see Dawn?
Uh,
Where I am?
Standing right next to Emeraldi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a head taller than him.
Okay. All right. Relieved that she seems okay, I'm gonna draw another bolt and attack that same bear.
Okay.
Another 25 damage to him.
Oh yeah. At this point, the bear is not looking good at all. It's definitely more than half dead.
Then I'm gonna duck behind this tree and hide as a bonus action.
All right.
Which one was that, Beetle?
The guy next to Dawn and Emeraldi.
Okay.
Like a bear next to you is going to light into you because I'm an equal opportunity offender. He rolled a 23, a 12, and a 25.
The 20s hit.
Yep. So a total of 17 slashing damage and 10 blue fire damage, along with a Constitution saving throw.
I drop out of direwolf form.
All right. Unfortunately, you fail your Constitution saving throw, as the arcane energy is drained from you, making you unable to cast any spells above level 2 or higher for the next round only.
Still, that's kind of.
Blue fire, man. It sucks.
I'm just thinking about Lycum and his own personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emeraldi, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Okay, Emeraldi is going to make a weapon attack with Melkor's Maul.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, Emeraldi uses
Nice. 18 damage.
Crap.
an okay.
Oh, yeah, you kill it, actually, as you slam your maul on its head.
I had a whole bunch of things lined up. I was like trying to
Yeah,
get all worked
you
out.
slam
Like,
your maul on its head, and it just gives this sickening crack as the bear goes from on all fours to just like collapsing. Yeah, you guys have been hitting that one real hard.
Emeraldi, do I still have the opportunity to use a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use cast Healing Word on Dawn,
Nice.
4.
and that's my
Inching
turn.
my way back to health.
All right. Lycum, having your spirit guardian shape ripped away from you and suddenly finding yourself standing on your own 2 feet, what do you wish to do? And
After
reminder
feeling-
about the spell.
Oh crap! That takes
Stuff.
That's fine. Sorry, Banner, but Lycum is infuriated. He's just kind of going into a little bit of a rage in a sense, getting knocked out of his form and then not being able to cast his higher level spells, feeling that wall coming back. He's actually going to cast Thunder Wave with this first spell.
And that is a con save. And he fails, taking 8 points of damage as the Thunder Wave slams over him.
Lycum's still going to charge him. He doesn't care. Yeah, he's going to head in at the bear, and I'm going to hit it with my staff, something you guys have never seen before.
I think that's how you get an opportunity.
Get
attack
off my
session
lawn.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
you hit it. Unfortunately, as you run forward and get a little bit too close to the blue flame it was next to, make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Oh dear. Lycum's gonna be.
Oh, he already is.
I
He's
mean,
just furious right now.
He takes an additional 13 blue flame damage as part of it kind of latches onto you and ignites. It doesn't affect you in any other way.
Cool. I still get that attack off on it,
Yeah, yep.
on the bear. Cool.
Yeah, you club it over its head and it just kind of shakes its head more out of surprise than anything else.
And I'm just going to, growl at it in the most feral sound possible,
All right.
and that's it.
All right, and you do so. Banner, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Seeing that Lycum is what just happened to Lycum, Banner charges forward, right up next to the bear, and just lights into this bear. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna attack, which that sucks.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't light into the bear as the glaive goes wide overhead.
That's alright. I'm action surging for an additional attack.
Okay. Yeah, that hits as you
Re-rolling
follow
the
up.
deck. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that's 15 damage plus another 20 damage. Plus he needs to make that save.
And it's hexed.
I'm sorry?
It's hexed.
Text.
Yeah, I need to roll that too, but I'm not done yet. So I'm trying to trip it with that.
Well, you might want to just roll your
Oh, okay.
hex,
All right.
is what I'm
I
saying.
just don't usually roll the d6s first.
Yeah, you kill it.
Oh, okay.
All
then all
right,
of a sudden,
yeah, as you
black energy
slam
comes-
into it, at the last pulse of your hex, the necrotic energy kind of sucks out of it. The eyes, the blue fire in his eyes go out as it collapses. Is that your turn?
I tear it down and I look at Lycum and I grab him by the shoulders and I'm like, "Are you with us?"
You better believe it.
As the last one dies, not seeing the skeletons move yet, I just turn to Emerald and go, "Well, that wasn't so bad."
He's like, look out! Cog report!
As
What? What are you screaming out about?
as you say that, you hear this behind you, and the smaller of the two skeletons suddenly lurches to its feet. Blue fire seems to surround it.
Oh no.
As it gets up, it roars. The timbers around kind of shake. Blue fire kind of comes out of its maw as it looks at you all, and you hear this bone dry rasping laugh. Which brings us to Velis. What do you do?
I look at that giant piece of bone and cock my head and go, "Well, for a dragon, you don't have much meat on your bones. I believe I've seen better bones on a femur that's been gnawed by an ill dog." And I cast, Bill's name of that spell?
Vicious mockery.
Fuck.
I mean, you've only been casting that spell for like a year and a half.
I know. I can't believe I forgot the name.
All right. As it does so, it just kind of glares at you. It doesn't seem affected by the
look over
the
at,
psychic damage.
I look over at Lycum. Lycum. Hey, Lycum. Kick that under that glass and give him inspiration.
Oh man.
He is so inspired. Wow. Okay. So that happened. As this thing kind of clumps forward. Banner, Lycum, Velis, and Bert all have to make dexterity.
Oh boy.
Let
Not
me-
Bert.
Let me double check that. Yep, Bert. All have to make dexterity saving throws as the dragon rears back and out comes this blue flame, washing the area. Let me see. That's
Did you say Velis and us, or
yeah. Velis, Banner,
okay?
Lycum, and Bert. All right.
Oh no!
Um,
Bert's gone.
Pretty much
Bert.
one shot.
Bert is
Bert
dead.
pretty much combusts.
Oh, it's fire?
That's blue fire.
Oh god.
Lycum, you make the saving throw. Banner, unfortunately, you do not.
I'm good though. I'm still kicking.
Velis, you do not. As those that failed take 42 points of blue fire damage. Those who save, which I think is just Lycum, take 21 points of blue fire damage as it washes over all of you. Banner and Velis, you both need to make Constitution saving throws. You make it, Velis. You barely make it. Alright, Dawn, seeing this creature suddenly erupt, well, not erupt, but come together and start stalking towards those that are in the south, what do you wish to do?
Alright, I'm going to sprint around behind it, avoiding the blue fire. And overwhelmed with fury at it striking down my friends. Or, well, not striking them down, but dealing a massive amount of damage. I see Bert get blown into pieces. I see Velis staggering away. I, and myself being as injured as I am, feel the anger well up within me. I'm going to use Vengeance and fire off a lightning bolt at 4th level. So I just pull up everything I have within me, just blast it straight at the Draco Lich.
The lightning bolt hits it. It like crawls across its frame and doesn't seem to affect it.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Okay. Is there still a wall of fire in front of the portal?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm going to burn a 1st level spell slot to get 2 swords when it gets back.
Alright.
Bonus action.
Again, the flame shifts. What does Cog want to do?
I'm gonna have Cog go and check out the portal and see if he thinks we might be able to. Is the fire completely blocking the portal?
Yes.
I'm not running through that fire. You guys can.
The portal is about 8 feet in height. The blue fire is hovering about 1 foot off the ground, and it extends about 6 feet. So there's
Slide under
maybe 1 foot of leeway, top to bottom.
Okay.
Top and bottom, I should say. Is that Cog's turn?
Yeah.
All right, which brings us to you, Beetle. What do you wish to do?
Seeing Bert pretty much be destroyed, Beetle's pretty furious, but she's also not sure this is a fight we should be undertaking. So she's gonna yell, "Should we go for the portal?" And then she's going to realize that that's dumb because she just gave away where she was hidden. And but that's a thing Beetle would do. So then she's going to, in frustration and fury, fire a bolt at this thing and see what happens.
All right. Yeah, you definitely hit it as it slams into a shoulder bone.
Okay. And then she's going to move Over here next to Emeraldy.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Emeraldi, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Emeraldy moves right next to it, and he's gonna strike with Melkor's Maul.
All right.
Does that hit, or can I use Bardic Inspiration?
It does not. Well, it hits, but it doesn't seem to affect him. You didn't
Okay.
roll high enough, so it doesn't hurt him.
Okay, can I roll Bardic Inspiration on that?
You can. That hits him.
Okay.
As you smash your maul into one of the ribs, and you see a crack forming into his ribs, doing 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
There's the radiant damage.
All right. That.
I am going to use one of my class powers here.
Actually, as the radiant damage hits, you notice that it kind of flinches, and it seems to do a little bit more damage than you expect it to.
Okay. So I get another 2 more attacks here because I'm using.
Yep.
All right. Here's one of them,
Yeah, that hits.
and Emeraldy is going to add Smite with that. So that'd be another 3d8 because it's undead.
All right. Nice.
And the next attack. Does that one hit?
Unfortunately, no. As you kind of follow up and you.
Okay. I forgot to add that one extra d4 damage to that second strike. So that'd be
So 18 points of radiant damage.
Yep.
Ooh, 4. Nice.
And that's my turn.
All right. Lycum, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Still hasted. I can cast level 2 at higher spells now, right? It was only for that turn.
Yes, it's only for that turn. I gotta update that.
I'm
Wait,
going
no,
to.
so you make your
make my
concentration
rolls.
check? Yeah, you just make your concentration check
Ooh,
on
I
that.
did. I already did.
Damage?
That was
You
for
took-
your blue fire damage, not for concentration.
Oh, I thought that was the con save because I made the Constitution.
Make another con save. Or
Yeah,
make
make a
a
concentration
con
check.
save.
I mean, 42 damage. I don't know if you can.
Well, if he rolls really high, he could. No, he didn't make it. Which means haste fate, which means Lycum doesn't get an action this turn.
Yep, that is true. I can still move though, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I can do a bonus action too, right?
Oh, healing.
Yep. Okay. That works. I'm going to move off to probably. I'm gonna move off. Wait, how far range? Sorry, this changed not being hasted. All right. I'm going to move off to the side over here, kind of hiding in the brush. But I'm going to cast Healing Word on Velis, at 3rd level.
All right.
Wow. That's a lot. Total.
Those are some good rolls.
Yeah.
Nice, Bellis.
Thank you.
Oh.
It adds you to your wisdom modifier every time there, or 2 times there. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's odd. I'm not sure why it did
So
that.
subtract 3 from that total, but apart from that, it's good. So 15.
All right.
I thought those numbers looked a little weird on
Is that
first
your
glance.
is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Banner, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Banner is going to pull out a potion of greater healing and toss it back like it's like he's been in the desert for a week.
All right.
Let me roll that.
Using your turn to heal up.
That's not bad. The
Rolled
4 makes up
way
for the
better than
4.
I did.
Nice.
So that's 15. That puts me at 1. And then, you know what? I'm just gonna. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to move my hex onto the Necro Lich.
Okay.
Or
The Necro
Drag-
Lich.
Draco Lich. Sorry, I don't. What a Necro Lich is like a double positive. And then I'm going to. I'm not. Can we flank this? I mean, we don't do flanking, right? Is that a thing in our campaign? I'm trying to.
We do flanking, but it has to be true flanking. You can't be next to someone.
Like I can go here across from Emeraldi. We can
Yep.
try and flank it. I will do that then. After healing up there, and then that is my turn.
All right, and as you do so, it's going to use its legendary action to try and attack you with its tail.
Oh my gosh. course it does.
Rolls a 14, so it misses as the bony tail slams into the ground next to you. Dirt and soil kind of flies up in the air, and you feel the impact of such through your feet as it's kind of travels through the ground. Is Velis, you're up.
Yes, I look at like, thank you, sir. And then I cast polymorph on myself.
Okay.
And become a giant ape.
Yes! That
That
is the most fun I've ever had. Polymorphing beats dinosaurs by far.
All right. All right.
Thank you, sir.
So, you see, as Velis is saying that, his form actually begins to grow as this arcane aura kind of surrounds him, and all of a sudden he just grows hair and in large canines, and his body just kind of morphs into this giant ape.
I'll move up to right next to. I'll move to right here,
Right.
if you'll let me.
There you go.
The giant ape moves there. Oh!
Take on someone your own size, buddy.
All right.
I know what that means.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
As you do that, Velis, you charge forward just as the Draco Lich once again rears its head, blue flame bursting forward. Velis, Emeraldi, and Beetle each make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, Beetle fails, Emeraldi fails.
Ouch.
Velis fails, each taking 43 blue fire damage and each having to actually, Velis, your
I
shape.
think I'm dead.
Can I uncanny
You're
dodge that?
unconscious. You're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right. Well, I have 2 hit points left, so that's exciting.
All right.
So you said Velis' shape drops?
How many hit points does the giant?
157.
But he's got to make a concentration check.
Actually, he doesn't
gotta make
because
a
he doesn't
king
have any
call.
spells. It's only
No, but
those that have
concentration check
spells.
for
Oh,
concentration.
concentration, yeah.
For polymorph. But he uses the monkey's constitution, which hopefully is good.
Is it a con save for the blue fire for spells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I only have first level spells, so should I even bother making it?
No.
Okay.
Boo, Emeraldi.
I couldn't resist.
So Velis, 19,
+4.
43. No, that's not enough. You drop. But you don't. The damage won't carry over because
No.
the damage applies to the ape.
Yep.
Right.
That's good.
So, Velis,
So
for a
at least it took that
moment,
damage for you.
you got to be this giant ape, and then before you know it, unfortunately, you're back to your normal shape.
Hey, it negated 43 points of damage.
Yeah,
I
it
call that a
soaks
spell
43
well
points
spent.
of
And-
damage for sure.
And now standing right in front of this Draco Lich.
I rolled my 3d4 for my necklace of Eldath, and now I have 8 hit points.
All right.
Oh, does that trigger when you drop to 0?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
Once per long rest. Anyway, Dawn, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I am quite upset that my lightning bolt had absolutely no effect. I'm going to use bonus action to create a 4th level spell slot, using a shit ton of sorcery points to do so. I am then going to cast Shatter on it at 4th level. Vengeance, once again, active, just trying to explode it into like a million pieces.
All right.
It's 2d6. It's 27.
All right. It rolls a 21 for its con saves. Con save. Excuse me.
Dragons, man.
Yeah.
And that's another 4th level spell down.
However, it does take damage to the tune of, what, 10 points?
27 total, so
11.
13.
Okay. And as it does so, you notice, Dawn, the flame at the portal flickers.
Alright, I'm going to start moving in that direction then. Does a surge happen?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
While the flames are shifting once again, what does Cog do?
Okay, Cog is going to fly dash. He's gonna fly all the way over to Bert's dash pieces and dig out like the whatever arcane core powered Bert,
Okay.
and then fly back. So he'd make it about this far back. Because
Okay.
he has a fly speed of 60.
All right.
Okay, and that's his turn.
And which brings me to Beetle.
Okay. Beetle has
And
2 hit
by the
points.
way, you all would have seen, because this flame is quite large in front of the portal, you all would have seen it flicker as Dawn's spell hit the Dracolich.
Beetle yells, "I think it's time to go, maybe," and she's gonna pop a greater healing potion.
Okay.
With some halfway decent rolls, I guess. And then she's gonna dash as a bonus action up there.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Emeraldi, what do you wish to do?
Emeraldi's thoroughly pissed off and attacks with Melkar's Maul.
Hits.
Okay, here's the radiant damage.
All right.
And he's going to add, he's also going to add smite to that.
Nice.
And then he is going to use his class ability again. And here's the radiant damage, and he's going to smite for the last of his smites available. And then he's got one more hit.
Wait, how does he get one?
Critical.
Also, you
It
need
was-
you can roll that d4 twice, I think,
All right.
on the last one.
Yeah, you get to
Yeah.
double D4.
And you can
too.
smite on that.
Nah, he just used his last smite.
Oh,
Said.
that's a bummer.
Nice. Emeraldi, bones flying everywhere.
Yeah, I was really mad.
Okay. So
Apparently.
Emeraldi, roaring in rage, starts slamming his maul into the side of this Dracolich. And each time the radiant energy enveloping his weapon, the Dracolich begins to show signs of serious wear and tear as bone chips begin to fly, and actually some of his ribs crack and pieces of it fall down. Now the flame that is by the portal not only is flickering, but it seems to be diminishing just a little bit. Is that your turn? That's your turn. Let me rephrase that. Unless you want to move, that's your turn.
Oh, that was my turn.
All right. Lycum, seeing Emeraldi just hammer this Dracolich, what do you wish to do?
Lycum's going to start running towards the portal. But as I get into range of Emeraldi, I'm going to cast Healing Word at 4th level.
All right. Nice.
And once again, it's doing that plus 3 wrong.
So -3 from that, but still good.
Yeah. You feel the healing surge of nature imbue you, Emeraldi, as some of your wounds begin to close up. You gain 16 hit points. You did a crap ton of damage on that, Emeraldi. Holy cow.
Yes.
Yeah, I was holding that back. If I'd had one more spell slot, I'd have been able to crack him for more radiant damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have quadrupled it because...
Crit smite is.
Banner, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I will just attack it because I don't want to leave Emeraldi behind.
Okay.
If you guys know Emeraldi and know about being a paladin, he's not going to leave until this creature's obliterated. You
John's
just
too
cannot
pissed
leave
off
this
to
creature
leave.
alive in this world.
Yeah, both of your attacks hit it.
And
Actually,
necrotic.
okay. How do you want to do this?
No! I didn't think I could actually kill it with my glaive. Alright. Banner. It's really just...
Actually, let me come at this from a different way.
Okay.
Because Emeraldi did a crap ton of damage. So,
Yeah.
working together to finally
Yeah.
fell this beast, how do you both want to do this? Let me start with Emeraldi.
My last hit strikes squarely right in its eye socket, or where it was eye socket was,
All
with a
right.
big drum sound.
All right. And Banner, seeing Emeraldi, his maul smashing into the eye socket of this Dracolich, the fire that was once seeping out of it seems to kind of explode as bits and pieces of skull goes flying. What do you want to do?
Banner drives as the head comes reeling back towards Banner with the hole in the eye socket expanded from Emeraldi. He thrusts his glaive into it and just tweaks it inside there as the hex energy just coalesces there and then explodes its head.
Yeah, and as you slam your glaive in there and twist, the jaw of this great creature shatters. Blue flame washes up the shaft of your glaive as the entirety of the skull seems to try to withstand some pressure, and then all of a sudden implodes and then explodes in a blast of blue flame, and it falls dead.
Emeraldi cheers with a loud roar. Ah, for Banner!
Wow, guys. You just
Can I
killed
take a
a
dragon
young
too?
Dracolich.
After
Can I take a dragon tooth?
Banner looks towards the portal, is the fire gone?
Yeah, the fire is with the death of the Dracolich, it flickered and fades.
With Emeraldi's shout over, Banner shouts into the portal, "This won't stop me. Nothing will."
I take 15 points of necrotic damage in recoil, and I'm at 4 HP.
All right, and you actually have a wild surge as that happens.
Lycum wants to cast Healing Word on him. At 3rd level.
All right.
Oh, everyone within 30 feet of me takes 1d10 necrotic damage, which is me and Beetle.
Oh no.
I fall unconscious.
Where was
I am casting Healing Word on you.
Okay.
You fall
Beetle takes
unconscious,
5 damage
and
too.
then you're healed again, and all of a sudden you're like, what?
It's just like a wave of exhaustion.
Beetle, did you pass out?
No, Beetle healed herself with a potion.
Okay, I was ready to do my one and only useful priest cantrip.
Holy crap. That was
She
terrifying.
takes
I'm
5
back at 11
damage.
now.
Yeah, okay. All right. As the sounds of battle fade away and the blue fire that was shifting so quickly in the glade slows down and also fades away entirely. As you look around, you see other spots of blue fire throughout the forest flicker and fade. The leaves begin to fall. The insects begin to buzz. And for the first time since you've entered the Yuirwood, you hear the chirp of a bird.
Well, it
And
looks
that's
like
where
we've
we're
done
going
some
to
good
end
here.
tonight's session. Well, that concludes the group's journey into the Yuirwood, and their first steps into the Feywild is yet to come. Hey, if you've enjoyed this storyline, these videos, please remember to show your support by hitting the subscribe button to this channel, hitting the like button for this video. Join us every other week on Twitch TV, where we live stream our D&D episodes at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, have a great day.